I don't know about you, Brett, but I am in the thick of my Christmas present buying. I've got a long list of names of people I need to buy for, and as I've crossed things off the list, you'd think that it'd become, less and less stressful. But it's actually getting worse and worse because some people are inherently hard to buy for. It's a lot of people. You're worried about their reactions, and so I'm feeling that Christmas stress that apparently a lot of people are feeling. 90% of respondents to a 2011 Consumer Reports survey reported that they get stressed out over at least one thing during the holiday season, with 28% citing gift shopping as a specific stressor. And so I want to talk a little bit about this process of buying gifts and why it's difficult. Maybe you feel differently. Maybe it's not for you. But first off, one reason it can be stressful is because people spend a lot of money. If we could bring up this chart, you're going to see people spending over $750. That is including people who don't buy any presents, by the way. So when you chop them out, even more money is being spent. And it's interesting to see Christmas spending habits mapped out over our memory of like how the economy was doing, the Great Recession and all that. And so it does swing up and down quite a bit. 30% of U.S. adults expect to spend over $1,000 on Christmas presents.
And that means $1,000.
It does.
It's a grand, as people say it colloquially, $1,000 is a grand.
1,000 buckaroonies.
A G-note.
Yeah, that's the technical term. Sorry for me being colloquial. At the other end of the spectrum, 23% will spend less than $250, which is still a lot of money.
It's a lot of money.
Okay, so the money is a part of it, but what do you think of overall? Do you not have a big issue with this?
I don't like the stress of having to buy people gifts, but I do like going to malls.
During the holidays?
Yeah, I don't mind it. I like walking around
people?
and seeing stuff, and I also do like shopping online, but I do understand. For me, it's more the idea of having to react positively when you open a gift.
Yes.
For me...
More than giving the gift.
Yeah, I know that even if I like it, this isn't like the shock you see on someone's face during a surprise party. And that person who's being surprised has no pressure whatsoever to go, "What?" because they're not ready for it. But you need to show people who gave you gifts that you appreciate them. But leading up to it is the most contrived ritual, really, so that you know when that moment is approaching as you're getting close. As you get older, you've done this a lot of times where it's just like you're not going to respond as intensely as you would have as
Although
a
you
kid.
feel like you should.
But the solutions, so when you open it, you're just like, wow, that was so great. And you feel, you feel like an idiot because you know these people.
Oh,
and
I'm definitely going to find a use for this.
Yeah.
Yeah, and maybe you will.
But I think the solution is to get drunk.
Well, I go to my mom's. We open our presents in the morning, so that's...
Should never stop you. This is the one time. Listen, it's a Christian holiday. What do you do every Sunday at Mass? You drink wine blood, right? Chaminade?
Yeah, you're
We
close.
drank
The blood is wine.
The blood
Yeah,
is
that's
wine.
true.
Or if you're Lutheran, the wine symbolizes blood, but you still get drunk on a Sunday morning. Okay, so this is Christmas. Go a little harder.
Yeah.
Drink some
Have
eggnog.
a Bloody Mary Magdalene.
We need to take a moment for that because that was so good. And also, I'll take moments trying to top it, but I won't.
Okay, well, try.
Anyways, nope, don't have anything. Wait, just did this. But get drunk because what you had as a kid was zero inhibitions and being so in the moment. As you get older, you're familiar with the gift opening process. And all that contrived ritual, it weighs on you and you know that moment's approaching unless you're wasted.
Yes.
If you are drunk, you're just like, let's do it. What? That's awesome.
Yeah.
Cool. And you're drunk, and you're more likely.
You probably will enjoy it more.
You will.
Yeah.
What about you,
Well,
John?
look, so in terms of the finding the gifts, we'll return to that in just a second. But the part for me that is the worst is it's when I'm with my mom, it's the morning, she gives me presents, I give to the rest of the family the presents, and it's both having to be enthusiastic about the gifts you got, and then even though you understand that and you don't like that, you're scanning the faces of the people you got gifts for to see if they actually liked it because you put a bunch of time into it. And so I don't like either of that part. So I have a solution. It's not the getting drunk, and it's so antisocial. I don't think that you should open the presents in the same room. I think you should take the presents, go to separate rooms, open up all the presents, and then act happy and grateful once afterward.
That was so dope.
Yeah.
I
And,
like
and,
it.
and then basically what you can do is, out of those 10 gifts, you really like one, just have the emotion of that one on your face.
I think Hanukkah does a better job of it. Because Hanukkah, it's like 8 days, and 4 of them are going to suck. But it's the first 4 days, and it'll get better. And you only have one a day, and everyone, you know, I like it. It more indicates what's going to be a good gift. And you're allowed to then buy crappy stuff, as opposed to having the pressure that everything needs to be awesome.
Yeah, that's true. And in terms of the actual choosing, the frustrating thing is you're supposed to buy something that's meaningful. And so you have to show that you know the person and understand what the person is into, which almost always means buying something for a hobby that they take part in or a sports team that they like. The problem is that if they're really into that thing, then chances are they've purchased things for that hobby. And you don't know what. You don't know what they got.
Right, but that's why you just need to get an empirically cool thing. But like, here's the thing. My brother's fiance is a chef, and she's a great chef. And so, I'm not going to get her like some cooking thing because she knows way better than I would. I want to get her that because I want her to have a good Christmas, and I want to give her nice things.
So what do you get her?
So I found these slippers I was talking to Kim about. Spoiler alert, but they're these slippers that are empirically awesome. I forget, they're like almost called Masubis, but it's not that. And they are slippers for the inside, and then
you really like these slippers.
Oh, it's great because you think of a slipper, but it has the back. No, I bought a bunch yesterday.
For
They're
presents?
a little pricey for presents, but we had a rule we're only getting one this year, so it's fine. So the back heel flips down, so you can just slide your foot in it.
So you can go outside.
So you can go so you can just get them on quick.
Oh,
you don't have to reach down. You can just deal with it, or you can pull the heel around. But then it has a rubber sole that you can clip onto the bottom, so then you can go outside. What? Brilliant idea. Everyone buy them right now.
This video is basically an ad for these slippers.
And I don't remember the name, so it's not like I'm like
and we're not being paid because we're idiots.
But yeah.
Anyway, big stressful time. There are ways to sort of mitigate some of that. You can get drunk. I would say just buckle up, get through it. It's only another couple of days.
There's so much you get with Young Turks membership. You get the full 2-hour show of the Young Turks every single day. It's commercial free. You get Aggressive Progressives. You get all the other network shows that we put together. What else? Post games, right? And other things. And hugs and kisses and rainbows. You know what?
Somebody go get a 6-pack.
And let's all enjoy membership together. tytnetwork.com/join.